But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset, that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
When somebody says that Muhammad is a prophet, what does that mean? Let me tell you what does that mean. That means that he is prophesying how the baby is made. And how the baby is made? Amazing discovery. According to the prophet who come with the prophecies, who Allah told him how the baby is made, and who knows better? Allah knows best, as the Muslims they say. According to them, according to Muhammad, according to Allah, Allah, he made you from nutfa. What nutfa mean? Nutfa is a drop of liquid, which is the semen. Semen of who? And then the semen, which is a nutfa, which means by millions, trillions. I don't know how many semen they live inside a drop, you know. I never count them. And then the Quran come with us with the amazing knowledge that the semen become a piece of thick coagulated blood. Are you sure? If he knew this, if he is not a prophet. So the nutfa will become a dead blood. So if somebody now, he, excuse my language, ejaculate, and he, like, you know, let us say ejaculate outside, you know, not you know, it's going to be blood, brother. So why we donate blood from taking it from the nerve, I mean from the vein? Just take it from the ejaculation. Take the ejaculation, put them in the refrigerator, and then the ejaculation will become a blood, brother. We just found a way to make blood. Take a beer. I hope that scientists will not take my discovery now and they will try to make blood from ejaculation. I mean, what kind of genius this prophet is? And they are saying to me he is the prophet? And the semen live for 40 days and then become a blood? 40 days? Allah will collect you as a semen in the womb of your mother for 40 days. It's time to wake up. The prophet is saying the truth. In Google, they are lying. They say semen can live for 5 days. Who you want to believe? Prophet of Allah? Huh? Or Google? Peace be upon him. Is the only one who come with the conclusion that women, they have a sperm coming from their ribs. That will rip you apart, my friend. Would the prophet come with such a knowledge? From the ribs? That's deep. And then the Muhammadan, they try to fix it. The same as the story of the sun set in a muddy spring of water. They say, brother, this is from the perspective of Zulkarnain. It's not Allah saying the sun, Abdul. It says he found it sitting in a spring of water. He did not say he thought He did not say it appeared to be. Don't you Muslim, you say that the Quran is amazing Quran Arabic, which means it's so clear? So now why you need to add words to the verse? Because we need to fix it. Their sperm is coming from their ribs. And by the way, the ribs here is the location at Tara'ib, is a bone in the top of the ribs for women, where the necklace. So if you put your finger there, where the two ribs in the top under your neck meet, that is at Tara'ib. It's not the whole ribs, it's that location. So according to Muhammad, he chose a word. By the way, the reason he chose that word, because Muhammad is trying to make supposedly Arabian music, you know, an idiot. So a sulb is the backbone, and a tara'ib is a bone for the women only, called a tara'ib. You see, Arabic is very specific. It's not like, you know, English, you say you to many and you to one, and you to female and you to male. Arabic is different. So tara'ib is a specific bone for the women. Collarbone. And you know, and the Muslim, they say, you are a liar. He is giving you false translation. This is absolutely false. Okay, can we go to Ibn Kathir? So he was trying to refute the Christians who point their finger at the stupid Quran. But look what he said, even Ibn Kathir. Receding from between the backbone and the ribs, meaning the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women, which is referring to her chest. It is between two bracket. Fluid is yellow and fine in texture. Look at the details of science, brother. Are you sure? Women's sperm is yellow. What the heck? Prophet of Allah, he knows everything. Who said this? Prophet of Allah. Let us go to the hadith, because Muslim, they might say, oh, this guy is lying. He's giving you false translation. Well, this is your translation. This is your Muslim website. Who knows more than the Prophet of Allah? Nobody. Let us be honest here. Who knows more than Allah Prophet? Nobody. According to most scientific studies in the world, only Prophet of Allah he knew, because he's a Prophet of Allah. This is the Prophet teaching us about the women orgasm. Call me right now. Call me right now. Call me right now. Call me. Call me now. Call me now. Go to heaven right now.